Don't just look for love. Look for the one who is also looking for love. But why do you even have to look? Love is not lost. Love is right here. Closer than your own arteries and veins. It's you who always sets up barriers between yourself and love. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. It's easy to read this poem and think that it refers to romantic love, or the love of one person for another. And that could certainly be true. But even deeper than that, Rumi is talking about divine love, the mother of all loves, and the reason we are on this earth today. If it were not for God's love, we would not have been created. And if it were not for God's love, we would not have found a way back home. So when you put on this lens, you can appreciate the poem a lot more deeply. Rumi is saying, don't just look for love. Look for others who are also seeking love. For in the company of like-hearted and like-minded people, your love of the divine will grow. In a similar way that Rumi's love for God grew as a result of his friendship with Shams Tabriz, so too can your love grow when you surround yourself with people who can help you realize your essence. This is especially important in today's world, where we are bombarded by so many distractions everywhere we look. We suffer from loneliness, boredom, and people who drain our energy rather than lift us up. There's a reason why true seekers at one point or another crave solitude, crave the mental and physical space to disconnect from society to connect with their reality. But then, almost out of nowhere, Rumi seemingly takes back what he said. He's saying, you don't even have to look for love because it's already here. Yes, it's great if you can find people who are on a similar or higher spiritual level that you can grow from, but if you can't find it, don't be discouraged either. Because the truth is, every person in your life has an arrival date and a departure date. No one is with us the entire journey of our life except God. This beautiful divine presence is with us every minute of our lives, quietly nudging us to return home. So if you can't find kindred spirits to accompany you on your journey, don't despair. The love that you have been seeking your whole life is right here, closer than your own arteries and veins. It's here if you allow it to be. That is, if you get out of your own way. Because the truth is that we always self-sabotage ourselves. In truth, we're actually more afraid of love and being loved than not having love at all. Why? Because it means putting our walls down, being exposed, and losing ourselves completely. You can say that our ego has spent our whole life trying to make us forget this divine love, and so we don't see our ultimate essence and identity. Imagine you spend your whole life convincing yourself and others that you are so-and-so, with such and such title, with such and such beliefs, labels, and perspectives, only to have that identity all of a sudden obliterated. It's frightening, right? Yet Rumi is telling us to not be frightened. Like us, he too was once chained by his ego, proud of who he thought he was, and seeking the admiration and love of others. But his friendship with Shams, who at an even deeper level helped him befriend his own soul, showed Rumi the real way and truth. Abandoning the ego is the only way we'll ever reach our beloved and experience true love. And that ego shows up in our life in many ways. It can show up as pride, envy, fear, hopelessness, and so on. These are the barriers that Rumi likes to talk about. No one else set up these barriers. Rather, we are the architects of our own demise. We create stories in our mind of why we're not deserving of this love, when in fact the opposite is true. You are deserving of love. In fact, you are love, if you can just remove the ego's veil to see the truth. So if love is what you really want, don't waste your time searching for it out there. Realize that it's always been in here. And in the words of Rumi's teacher Hakim Sanai, polish the heart of your mirror until you've removed the ego's filth and can clearly see your soul smiling back at you. Keep listening and discovering what those barriers are that you have set up, and through your raised awareness, slowly work to remove them. For reaching this awakened state is a little bit like an ice sculpture. In order to see the masterpiece inside, we shouldn't add more to the block of ice, but rather chip away at the parts that we don't need, that have been hiding the beauty inside. So there you have it, another magnificent piece by Rumi, whose candle continues to light other candles as long as they let themselves be lit. As always, I am super grateful for all your support as I continue to produce more videos like this that can help us live more inspired and awakened lives. If you enjoyed this video or the channel in general, please subscribe and share it with your friends and loved ones who might also benefit. Also, if you would like to make a one-time or monthly contribution to support this channel even further, please check out my Patreon page linked in the description below, where you can donate any amount to help fund these videos. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you will feel inspired to light your candle and that of others.